Texas will upset TCU this weekend, and here's why. But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy back with another video, man. But before we hop into this week 11 preview of college football, if y'all can leave a like, comment, subscribe on this video. It takes me a long time to make these for y'all, but I love making them, so I hope y'all are enjoying them. And we're so close to 2K. Hopefully by the time I post this, we'll already hit it. So if we do I appreciate y'all boys so much for 2K, man. I want to grow as much as I can and just grow the biggest sports community I can, because I just like communicating with y'all, talking about the games, going over the games, just saying all the news about everything. But yeah, y'all boys, without further ado, let me just stop all this talking. Let's just get right into it. So yes, y'all saw the title. I think Texas is going to upset TCU this weekend, and I'm going to show y'all why. But before we hop into that game, there's a couple other games I want to go through, because you already know what these videos are about. It's a preview of week 11, and we're finna go down all the games. Not every single one of them, but the most important ones, if y'all know what I'm saying. But yeah, let's just get right into the first game. So the first one up, we got number 2 Ohio State against Indiana, and this is a 12 o'clock game. Now, if y'all didn't see Ohio State play Northwestern last week, it was straight embarrassing. Ohio State was looking terrible, man. If Northwestern came in that game, if I'm not mistaken, they was 1-7 or 1-8, something like that. I think 1-8. But even so, if it was 1-7, that's a terrible record. They only won one game this season, and Ohio State only beat them by 2 touchdowns. The final score was 21-7. Now, if you're a number 2 team in the country, I get it. Sometimes like a team might have a little close game or might upset you, but if you're the number 2 team, you gotta at least beat a team that only has one win in the season by maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns. Now, I don't know too much about Indiana's football team. I'm not sure what their record is this season, but if Ohio State plays like they did against Northwestern, this game could be really, really close. And I feel like Ohio State shouldn't even be number 2. I feel like they should be number maybe 4 or 5. But not too much to talk about that game. Like I said, if they play against like they did against Northwestern, it could be close, but I got Ohio State winning by maybe 2 to 3 touchdowns. Now, next up, we got another 12 o'clock game. We got number 7 LSU against Arkansas. If y'all watch college football or know anything about it, y'all have to know that LSU just upset Alabama last week. It was a great game. They beat them 22-21. If y'all didn't watch it, I'm going to give y'all a little summary. So basically, at the end, they went into overtime, and then Alabama scored first. They got an extra point, and then LSU scored right behind that, and then they went for 2. They took a chance, and they got it, and they won the game. It was probably one of the best games I saw all year. But shout out to LSU, because if y'all didn't know, they lost their first game to FSU. Which, shout out to FSU. I'm an FSU fan. But yeah, they lost their first game to FSU. It was a heartbreaker. I mean, they got blocked on the extra point at the end of the game, and then FSU won by 1 point. But when they got beat by them, though, their first game, everybody was saying Brian Kelly's a terrible coach. They're going to be terrible this year. They're not going to be ranked or nothing. And they came back after all that trash talking, and now they're a number 7th ranked team and just beat Alabama. So yeah, shout out to LSU and their fans. But yeah, shout out to Jaden Daniels, also their quarterback, because he really stepped up and been the leader that his team needs him to be. And he's probably playing as one of the best quarterbacks in college right now. But yeah, about the game that they're playing against Arkansas, I got LSU blowing them out and at least beating them by maybe 5 to 6 touchdowns. Yes, I said 5 to 6 touchdowns. I feel like Jaden Daniels and LSU's offense is doing way too good right now for anybody to stop them, especially Arkansas. They was doing really good in the start of the season, and then they just fell off. So yes, I got LSU winning big here. So next up, we got another 12 o'clock game. We got number 5 Tennessee against Missouri. Now, if y'all didn't see the game they played against Georgia, I said Tennessee was going to beat them and embarrass them because Tennessee's offense is just way too good. But Georgia really surprised me. I made a whole video video on apologizing to Georgia fans and Stetson Bennett. But yeah, 5 Tennessee against Missouri. Missouri actually came really close to beating a good ranked teams. But at the end of the day, Hendon Hooker and Jalen Hyatt is way too good, and I just feel like they're going to stomp Missouri, and Missouri's not even going to be close to beating them. I'm not going to spend too much time on this game, but I got Tennessee by winning at least by 5 to 6 touchdowns, just like LSU's. But next up, we got a 3:30 game, and we got number 12 Clemson against Louisville. Now, if y'all didn't see, Clemson just got upset by Notre Dame. Yes, there's been tons of upsets these past couple weeks. But yeah, they got upset by Notre Dame. And to be honest, I saw it coming. Clemson has not really played any competition. And Notre Dame's not even really that good. I feel like they're overrated, but I feel like Clemson's also overrated too. I mean, I feel like DJ Ugubadubi is a decent quarterback. He's not as like Bryce Young, Hendon Hooker on that level. But I feel like he's an average quarterback. If he can get the job done against an average team, but he is not going to be a good team. Like y'all just saw, they just got beat by Notre Dame. But like which I said, Notre Dame wasn't even that good either. They was doing good at the start of the season and they fell off. But yeah, even Louisville is a really good team. They got a really good quarterback that can scramble and run. Louisville has always had them quarterbacks that's a dual threat, just like Lamar Jackson. But yeah, I think Louisville's going to hold them close, and I think Clemson's going to pull it out maybe by 3 points. But I'm kind of iffy on that. I feel like it can go either way. I think Louisville could pull it out too, but I feel like Clemson has a little bit overall advantage, and they're going to pull it out. So next up, we got 3:30 games, and the reason why I'm showing 3 is because I'm not going to talk too much about these. There's not too much to talk about. But Boston College and 17 NC State. I got NC State winning by maybe 2 touchdowns. 14 Penn State against Maryland. I got them winning by 3 or 4 touchdowns. And then number 3, Michigan against Nebraska. Michigan is playing pretty good right now. They got a really good running back. I feel like their quarterback sits them just right where their playing style is. And I got Michigan winning maybe by 4 to 5 touchdowns. Oh yeah, this is a game that I'm ready to watch. So next up, we got number 10 Alabama against number 11 Ole Miss. So if y'all haven't been keeping up with Alabama, they've had a tough season. I feel like they haven't been good as these past couple years. But like there's tons of stuff saying like they want their defense and offensive coordinator fired. Even I saw some tweets that fans is wanting Nick Saban fired also. Now, you're telling me, Alabama fans, this is a question for y'all. Y'all are actually wanting Nick Saban fired? I mean, he's the GOAT of coaches, and y'all wasn't even that good before he came there. I mean, he came there and he rebuilt that team, and he's been doing good ever since he's been there. I mean, I kind of get about firing the offense and defensive coordinator, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's the player's choice because the offensive coordinator can draw up the best play ever. And if the players don't execute, then nothing's going to come good out of it. Football is a team game. Everybody needs to do their job that's on the field to make the play successful. So if say the offensive line misses a block or the wide receiver don't run the right route, the running back don't pick up on the block on the right side, whatever you want to say. If they don't do their job, the play is just going to get busted. But yeah, Bill O'Brien, I could agree with y'all that he has some dumb plays. I mean, but even though he has some dumb plays, he has some really good plays also. I just feel like Alabama needs to run the ball more because they literally have, if not the best running back in college football, Jamar Gibbs. I mean, he's probably the fastest and the shiftiest running backs I've ever saw. I just feel like Alabama's defense is what they slack the most. So if I was them, I would probably fire their defensive coordinator. I mean, I'm not going to talk hate on Bill O'Brien because I feel like it's not all his fault. I feel like sometimes he does call some dumb plays, but in the end, the defense is what's slacking the most. But I got Alabama winning by maybe to 2 touchdowns. But next up, we got 2 7 o'clock games. We got number 1 Georgia against Mississippi State and number 24 Washington against number 6 Oregon. Now, like I said, not too much to talk about these games. Georgia's coming off that big win against Tennessee. I got Georgia winning maybe by 4 to 5 touchdowns. And Oregon's and their quarterback Bo Nix is playing really, really good right now. I mean, their offense is moving the ball. I got them beating Washington maybe by 3 to 4 touchdowns. So next up, we got an 8 o'clock game. You already know it's my team. We got number 25 Florida State against Syracuse. Now, FSU's coming off that big win against their rival Miami. It was 45 to 3. I mean, come on now, Miami. It's supposed to be a rival. It's supposed to be a good game, but they absolutely smacked y'all, bro. Like not even a little tap. I mean, just straight smack across the face. But Syracuse is a really good team, even though they're not ranked. They got a really good offense, probably the top ones in the ACC. But you already know who I'm going with. I'm going with my team. I got my team over anybody. So I got FSU winning by maybe 10 to 17 points. Now let's get into the main topic of this video. We got number 4 TCU against number 18 Texas. And yes, y'all saw the title. I just know Texas is going to upset TCU. Texas is a really good team. They just had some heartbreaking losses. I mean, they almost beat Alabama. The final score was 20 to 19. Plus, Texas's quarterback is really good. He's probably up there like in the top quarterbacks. I'm not saying like top 5, but maybe top 10 best quarterbacks in college football in this season. But he can hurt you on his feet. He can throw the ball good. He has good size on him. Plus, I mean, they got probably one of the best running backs in college also. They got Bijan Robinson. If I'm saying his name wrong, I apologize. But he's a really good running back. If y'all didn't see his high school highlights, I mean, this man was absolutely crazy. And the reason I think Texas is going to win because TCU is way too overrated. I mean, let's just look who they play. They play Colorado, terrible. Tarleton State, whatever team that is, trash. They played SMU, garbage, and they played Oklahoma, which is a decent team, but they're still trash. But we're not done yet. Let me go to the next games. So their other games, they beat Kansas, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, West Virginia, and Texas Tech. The most competition they had was Kansas State, but they're just an average team. So I feel like TCU should not be even close to top 10. Now, I'm not going to discredit TCU that bad. I feel like they should be maybe ranked number 10, but they haven't played anybody this year, so they haven't proved to me they should be number 4. But I got Texas winning by maybe 1 to 2 touchdowns. But yeah, I just feel like Texas is a really good team. They got a good quarterback, good running back, so I think they're going to pull it off. But I'm finna start wrapping everything up right here, y'all boys. I hope y'all are enjoying these videos. It takes me a long time to make these and edit them, so if y'all can leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's free. It only takes like 30 seconds to do, and it really helps me out a lot. It helps me keep on going and pushing out these videos. But yeah, I try to post every day for y'all boys, so turn on the post notice so y'all know when I post. But yeah, y'all boys, I hope y'all boys have a nice day, and I'm out. Peace.